Nick gone for good.
And y'all ain't doing shit to find out who did it.
Nick's gone, just like you said. Having a party tonight. Come through.
The young buck makes an appearance. Ronnie said that you might come through.
I'm your pusher. Time to go to work, nigga.
But I didn't stop him. I just let it happen.
Understand why I did what I did.
I'm never gonna understand none of this shit. I'm damn sure never gonna understand you.
Hey, my man, what's going on? Walked in on you and told me like 100 times.
Told you, I don't know you. You need to move the fuck on.
A mistake then. Sorry.
Here, could connect these dots.
Life's about choices. The moves you make.
Welcome back, Top Notch Gang. And the moral of the story is it's the end for the Thomas family. And it's funny because I just dropped a video a few days ago talking about how Marvin's death will be the biggest impact on his family, causing an end to them. But now they have so many problems going on at once within this family. No one's on the same page. So we're going to recap episode 6 and all the new problems that each member of this family has just brought upon everyone else. It's just getting worse and worse and worse. So we're gonna split this video up, dive into Loose Lips Lou. We're gonna dive into my guy Marvin because it's looking bad for him. They better not kill him. We gotta dive into Raq getting back into the game. Heart problems. Kanan finding out she put the gun in his bag. Also her being a little scared about Unique dying, about her possibly being next. We gotta talk about Kanan, Ronnie, of course, clicking up, their coalition, and now Jukebox going to run with that information back to Raq. A lot is about to split this family apart more than ever before. So we're just going to go ahead and get into all of this. Recap for episode 6 and all the problems this family is about to face for the rest of the season. As usual, leave a like, comment, subscribe. Let me know your thoughts and opinions on this episode and what else you want to see. But let's get right into it. So first off, we got to talk about Loose Lips Lou. I've been telling you guys this for weeks that he was going to run to Chantel, tell her everything that happened. He got drunk. I told y'all he was going to get back on that liquor. Couldn't help himself. Went and told her everything that happened. Now, I thought it was going to be her that confronted him. And that's why we saw the images of a gun to his head. And because she went to find out what really happened. But no, he drove to her house, went in there and admitted that they killed Scrap. I usually save the episode trailers for next video. I'm going to go ahead and tell you guys. She goes straight to the cops and tells them that Lou, Raq, and Marvin took out Scrap right away. And we see Detective Howard go back to Raq and Marvin and tell him what Lou did, and then we see Marvin choking him up in the next episode. So we're gonna dive into that more this Sunday. But like I'm saying, what the fuck is on Lou's mind? Loose Lips Lou. And he currently had everything going good for him too. His club up and running. Finally told Raq off. He's not fucking with no more. Famous, him and Famous recorded 411. He did not have to go do this, but he did, putting more problems on their plate. And when I made the video about him snitching, I said would Chantel tried to get revenge herself, do this drive-by we saw in the trailer on Raq. But I told you guys in that video, I said she was already a confidential informant. She was the snitch, not Scrap. So I said if she got the information that it was Raq, who says she wouldn't just go back to the police? And that's exactly what she's gonna do. So it looks like in episode 7, Marv and Lou strapped back up. They told him you gotta finish what you started, and they're gonna have to put down Chantel. And it looks like this is gonna be the episode where the gun to Lou's head comes in. We're just gonna have to wait and see for all that though. On to my boy Marvin. I'm so scared for his character, like so scared. It's not even funny. I once again just made a video talking about how big his debt would be upon all the characters, and they setting him up for something bad. I talked about how he molds into the character each of the family member needs him to be, and within this episode he showed that perfectly. We saw him at Juke's rehearsal standing up for her, trying to get her to be more confident, be the lead, telling her what it is. We see him actually trying to be a better father. We also see him looking out for Raq, going to her new business, talking to her, checking on her. We see the same with Lou. He's at the club talking to him, telling him how he wants to be a better father. He's just the all around the best character. But they're setting up so many problems for him. We already see at the end of the episode, the new FBI task force is connecting all the dots that Marv got Sal Baselli's son killed. That's how the whole war started with him. And now Sal Baselli is dead. Of course, it was Marvin who took him out. So now he's next on the chopping block. He's the person the FBI is the most focused on right now. And on top of that, when he was with the guy from the AA meet, they're talking. You know, this guy worked at a newspaper. One of the guys he sold drugs with and shit like that came up talking to him, spilling the information about him. And this is bad because the AA meeting guy is going to be writing a paper on Jukebox, her upbringing, how she got the way she was, everything that happened. And we already seen in the trailer before the season started, Marvin and him is going to get in a big fight. Marvin looks pissed in this scene. He's probably going to reveal more often than not that Marvin was possibly a drug dealer, that Jukebox had a hard life. He's going to put a bright spotlight on them that Marvin and the Thomas family can't have right now. And they're setting my dude Marvin up for something bad to happen to him. And bro, if they kill off my nigga Marvin, bro, they just can't do it. They can't do it. On to another member of the family, Raq. She's back into the game. We all knew this was coming. The description told us she was going to take over Neek's old heroin business, and now she's going to be going toe to toe with both Ronnie and Kanan because they have their own heroin business going on. Ronnie, of course, took out Unique within the last episode. In this episode, he went to Juliana, got that work. He threw a party in this episode, got snaps at all the major players in the game together at this party. And now they're all under one coalition. So Raq and Marvin, they're having a bad start to this little competition they're about to have over these next couple episodes, and they're gonna have to play catch up. Raq in this episode also got pulled up on by Panessa because Unique has been missing for a week now. She thought Raq was the one who took him down, but now she's starting to figure out it was Ronnie herself because Ronnie went and stole all the Unique jewelry, money, pushed her on the ground and just walked out. This nigga is fucking crazy. So they at this point know it's Ronnie. He's out here wilding, literally what Unique said in episode 5. So he's a bigger problem than ever. Taking out two big hitters like Dean and Unique, yeah, he's a problem for sure. We also could throw in the Jukebox and Kanan beef right here because this is for sure where it's about to start. Kanan went to the party that Ronnie set up to meet all the members of the little coalition that they got going on. Jukebox peeped the scenery out. She spotted everyone, pointing them out and said, nah, we about to get up out of here. Kanan decided to stay, and now we know in episode 7 she's gonna go back and tell Raq that Kanan is with his old heads, and she's also gonna let Raq know that he's working with Ronnie. We also know within this episode, Famous told Kanan that Raq was the one put the gun in his bag. He told her, I'm never gonna understand none of this, I'm never gonna understand you. So he definitely is not gonna want Juke telling her this information. And we see in the episode 7 trailer as well, they have a standoff, a face off with one another. I think this is where we start to see their bond break off once and for all, because up to this point they've been close, let each other know everything, but this is where it starts to fall apart. We even see her telling Raq in the trailer that this is the same Kanan, he's starting to change, it's not the same person. So I think this is where they kind of go their separate paths. Also, I waited here to say this part because Raq of course had to be informed first that he was working with Ronnie. There's the scene from the trailer of Kanan getting robbed, kidnapped, or whatever. A lot of people saying this was Ronnie possibly testing Kanan to see how he was, but no, I said it was gonna be Raq. With her and Marv now in competition with Ronnie and Kanan, I think she'll do this to show him how dangerous it is, and that's where we get the scene in the trailer where she tells him, you're done, out of business, and he says, you don't decide when I'm done. So I think this move to kidnap him to take his product will be to hit back at him and Ronnie. I don't think Ronnie sets Kanan up himself. It just doesn't seem his style. It makes more sense for Raq, especially because once again we just saw her put a gun in her own son's bag. So I think this is where this scene come into play. Overall though, that's it for this video. You guys let me know what you think about this episode and what you think about the Thomas family in general. I think they're in shambles. None of them is ever going to rekindle any of this. Loose Lips Lou just making shit worse, running his mouth to Chantel. Once again, she's gonna go to the cops. Kanan, he's completely separate from them. We're about to see him get robbed, whatever this scene is about to take place. We see Jukebox in that clip as well, so I know this is gonna take place within the next episode. They're wearing the same clothes. I think Raq is of course setting this up, like I said, and they're never gonna be on the same page, her and Kanan again. She put the gun in his bag. Now this, yeah, she's just making shit infinitely worse. And the only one I really feel sad for is my guy Marvin, because he's trying to be his best self, and everyone else, they're just worried about themselves, their own egos. They got their own shit going on, man. Just keep my nigga Marv safe and all is good. But this family done for it. You guys, once again, let me know what you think down below. As usual, leave a like, comment, subscribe, and I'm out.